Hello and welcome to the Met Office 10-day trend. Our weekly 10-day trends are famously long and in-depth, but if you like that sort of thing, you might be disappointed this week because sometimes there just isn't that much to talk about. Over the next 10 days, we'll often be influenced by high pressure, and that will tend to keep things generally quiet, but not necessarily sunny or that warm. There will be a lot of cloud around before that high gradually declines during next week to allow more changeable weather, especially into the northwest. But the more mixed weather at the moment is because the high is to the west of the UK, and into the weekend that will continue to send weather fronts toppling around the UK to bring thick cloud into the northwest and also eastern parts of the country. By the start of next week, you can see that high pressure declining and more of a changeable west to southwesterly beginning to take control. But it's going to be a gradual change through next week. For the time being, the weather stays relatively quiet, but it's northwestern areas and eastern areas, especially later Thursday, where we'll see the thickest cloud and some outbreaks of rain, some persistent rain into parts of eastern England during Thursday. And that will have a knock-on effect on the temperatures. Just 7 degrees there in Norwich. Warmer and brighter further west, for example, parts of Wales and the southwest, 13-14 Celsius. But the warmest spot likely to be central parts of Scotland. Could be the warmest day of the year so far for Scotland, 16, possibly 17 Celsius. That's where the brightest skies will be as well. And by Friday, we're going to see increasingly bright weather into the southeast. Areas of cloud and outbreaks of rain pushing their way westwards into Wales and northern England. Either side of that, some sunshine for western Scotland and a much brighter day to come for East Anglia, the southeast, parts of the Midlands as well. But along with that brighter weather, well, we're going to see a colder feel to that wind. With the wind coming in from the northeast, it will feel especially chilly on the North Sea coast, but only 10 degrees, for example, in London. Further west, again, some warmth, 13 Celsius in the southwest. Probably central Scotland, Northern Ireland as well, seeing the highest temperatures. And you can see the divide between the southeast, which will be the coldest part of the country on Friday and into the start of Saturday. The blues there coming from Scandinavia, although the really cold air most likely confined to the continent. And then further northwest, well, more of an Atlantic influence, and that means northwest Scotland, for example, will be mild as we start off Saturday and damp, 6 or 7 Celsius. It's in the south where we're likely to see some frosty conditions first thing Saturday, but that depends on how much cloud sticks around overnight. In some spots, in some sheltered spots, -1 or -2 Celsius, southern England, southeast Wales. Nevertheless, plenty of bright weather on Saturday, so although there'll be a cold feel to the wind coming in from the northeast, actually that may be offset by the sunniest skies, and so in the south of England on Saturday afternoon, 11 or 12 Celsius, and if you're out of the wind, it will feel very pleasant with those blue skies. Elsewhere, a lot of cloud coming in from the northwest, continuing to be on the damp side for northwest Scotland and parts of Northern Ireland. Some breaks there for eastern Scotland. By Sunday, all of this cloud has sunk its way southwards. These are the temperatures that we'll wake up to on Sunday. Most places frost-free. Those temperatures around 4 to 7 Celsius, and because of the cloud cover, it's generally going to be a grey day. However, there will be some brighter spells, some breaks in the cloud, eastern Scotland, parts of eastern England. The thickest cloud always to the north and the west. Temperatures not far from the March average, a little bit lower compared to the last few days in the southwest and across central Scotland, for example. By Monday, that high is declining, but it's still close to the southeast. So although its influence will wane, it's still likely to affect our weather well into next week. Now you can see low pressure starting to move into Iceland and the jet stream pushing into the northwest of the UK. Like I say, these changes, this cold front marking the change, it's likely to be gradual. The cold front coming up against the high. It may take all of Tuesday and Wednesday for this cold front to cross the country and to bring some rain with it. But the wettest and most windiest weather will be to the northwest of the UK, the most settled weather early next week to the southeast. And actually that theme continues later next week, having seen that gradual change to high pressure declining away, low pressure becoming more influential, where we're likely to see the wettest and windiest weather to the northwest of the UK. The further south and east you are, the drier and brighter, and actually the warmer it will be. It's likely to be a bit warmer in the east compared to the next few days because of this westerly or southwesterly airflow. Temperatures will be above average. But look how far away the low is. The storm track is actually fairly large distance from the UK, and that means the most unsettled weather likely to affect Iceland. It's just the further northwest you are next week, with that high declining to the southeast, the more changeable it will be, with outbreaks of rain and some wind at times as well. The further southeast you are, the drier and brighter it will often be, and it will probably feel warmer compared to the next few days and the weekend. So that's the general trend over the next 10 days. Like I say, a lot of quiet weather thanks to high pressure, but there's always something to talk about, and we'll keep you updated on the day-to-day detail on our social media channels. Bye-bye.